Okay, so it's the dead of winter where I am, and my skin is just so dry. And now I've been reaching for my more hydrating foundations, and I'm just gonna show you my favorites. Well, foundations and like 2 concealers. Go priced high to low, but these are more high-end products, like all of them. I wish I had more hydrating drugstore products, but I honestly just haven't tried them just because I have so many complexion products right here. So I'll start off with my most expensive one, and this is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Soft Radiance Foundation. It has an SPF of 50. Oh, that's actually quite impressive. I don't rely on this for any SPF. I always put on my sunscreen beforehand, but I have the shade 5.5 Bisque and then like 4.5 warm ivory, some type of ivory. I don't have that bottle with me because my mom is using it, but it has a nice pump. Oh my God, I should have cleaned everything. Whatever, it's fine, it's just the truth. But it has a nice pump, and Tom Ford's packaging is just so beautiful. Like, look at this. But this does cost a pretty penny at $150 last time I checked, or at least when I purchased it, this was $150. I absolutely love this foundation. This is my tanner, like summer foundation. I can just literally blend this in with my sunscreen and it just looks absolutely beautiful. Even though I am a matte girly, this is like my number one like luminous foundation because it doesn't look like greasy. It's more of like a serum. It's really nice. All right, next one is another Tom Ford. This is the Flawless Glow Foundation, and it has an SPF of 30. Tom Ford always does their packaging so beautifully. And this is in the shade 4.5 Ivory. This might be the shade name is the other one I have, but it's beautiful, and it has, you have to kind of mix it up before you use it each time because it can separate. And you have a dropper, but I never put this like on my face. Oh, you can see how liquidy it is. Look, is it focusing? Yeah, it's very liquidy. Again, a very serum-like foundation, and it's actually the one I have on right now. I only have a little setting powder under my eyelids, but it is a luminous setting powder. Yeah, this I would say is a more medium coverage foundation, despite it being so thin. And I didn't even use that much. I think I used like maybe half of the pump, maybe a whole thing. But it has a beautiful lay down. I don't see any creasing yet. So this is just, I mean, it has like a glow to it, but I don't think there's necessarily any shimmer. But it's nice. Okay, and then my next two are concealers that I got these recently, but every time I've used them, oh, absolutely beautiful. These are the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Concealers. Now, anything that's a stick product or a cream product is going to be good for dry skin. But I have the shades 3W0 Latte and 3W1 Golden. They honestly look very similar to one another. Oh my God, these are so dirty. Whatever. They look very similar. Oops. But really nice. Most of the time, I actually just wear a tinted mineral sunscreen, and then I'll use these to touch up any like dark circles or any darkness around my mouth. And this just blends so softly and it doesn't crease. I don't know how Tom Ford does it with their products, but it just doesn't crease. But these are absolutely beautiful. And you know, they're sized like a lipstick, so these are very travel friendly. I recently took these on a trip with me, and these were just fantastic because I didn't wear foundation that whole trip, but I did wear my tinted mineral sunscreen. Okay, time for another brand. Now we're gonna do Bobbi Brown. I have the Intensive Skin Serum Foundation, SPF 40, and I have the shade W036 Warm Sand. Oh God, okay, it's kind of dirty. It has a pump and it's a glass bottle. This one isn't very travel friendly. Like if I'm traveling, I don't really take I don't like taking my glass bottles. If I really want to take a specific one that's in a glass bottle, I'll pour it into another container because once I had a glass bottle break and it just got everywhere and it just made me sad because it was a pricey foundation that I did love. And then I have two stick foundations from Bobbi Brown. This is their, what is this? Natural Skin Foundation Stick. Bobbi Brown really does have a really good shade range when it comes to olive skin tones like mine. But I have N052 Natural and W048 Golden Beige. One is my winter shade, one is my summer shade. Yeah. Natural is my winter shade. They're so similar to each other. It's just like one is slightly warmer than the other. One has been through it. But really like these. Again, these work really well on very hydrated skin, and this just blends flawlessly. Okay, next one is a newer one for me. It's the Smashbox Always On Skin Balancing Foundation, Hyaluronic Acid and Adaptogens. It's like this. I've only used this a handful of times, but this is one of the foundations that it's just like it has a more satin finish. Like all of these, most of these have glowy finishes, but this has a more satin finish, but it doesn't make my skin feel tight after a day of wearing it. A lot of foundations that I wear, my skin just feels super, super tight at the end of the day. The next one I have is another Smashbox product, and this is the Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer. It has an SPF of 25. I normally get the bigger bottle. I don't know if this formula is different. This is actually my backup, but the bigger bottle in the shade light olive, or it might be medium olive. I'll put it on the screen somewhere once I find out. My sister took it and she has it, so I'll ask her and I'll find out. But this one's a very comfortable moisturizer. It does crease a little bit from what I remember, but this is just a really good sunscreen to top off mineral sunscreen. There was a time where I only did mineral sunscreen. I had a horrible white cast, and I would use that medium, I think it was medium olive. I would use that to kind of fix everything, and it just made everything seem all right, and it gave me a glow. Okay, last product I have is the MAC Studio Fix Foundation Stick. No, Studio Fix Soft Matte Foundation Stick in NC15. This one is a little bit of a newer one for me, but it's another stick foundation. It is a little on the lighter side, so this is more for when I completely lose my tan, which I'm getting there. But again, MAC has solid products. They've been in the business for ages, and they're very successful, so you can trust any MAC product, but these stick foundations are great. And especially like for travel, I literally just grab like my stick foundations, but I do need to rotate these because I have more clear favorites that I like to grab. And then a couple ones that I should give a little bit more love. These being mostly glowy foundations, I do prefer a matte look most of the time. So for the days I want to use a matte foundation, I use this Inky-less polyglutamic acid as a primer all over my face, and this just helps hydrate. So if you're wanting to use a foundation, you have super dry skin, you hate that really, really tight feeling, this can help. This paired with a really good moisturizer, like I like the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. It is kind of pricey, but I've also used the Nivea cream. It does leave my face a little greasier, but it will keep your face hydrated or not dry. So that's my little hack for using like a matte finish foundation that dries your skin out. This product, absolutely stunning. And oh my gosh, it's a pump. It's a pump, so it's nice, but it'd be nice if it had like slimmer packaging, because this just doesn't sit that well in my makeup bag. So I've shared 10 complexion products plus one little bonus product for our dry skin faces. But if you enjoy this type of video, let me know. It's kind of fun going through my collection, because now I'm looking back at, and I just haven't grabbed these Bobbi foundations in a little while, but I definitely need to, especially like now that we're in the dead of winter. Like I've just been using the Tom Ford things, but I need to give love to all my products. So let me know if you want other types of videos. I can do a drugstore version of this once I haul some products, but that means more shopping. Okay, subscribe and you'll see. Bye.